Hey everyone, Kelly Joseph here. I'm just waiting a couple more seconds to talk about water tonight. Oh my gosh, is it not so complicated, the idea of water these days? There's so many choices out there, so many to choose from. Even I get confused, and I'm the first to admit I honestly didn't have the answers, but this goes out to all of my, this is dedicated to all my Country Heat boot campers, because one of my clients asked an awesome question. What is the difference between all these kind of waters we're seeing right now, right? I mean, how many of you have seen these in the like Target and Wegmans and all of these places? It's like, okay, what's going on? There seems to be this craze with water. Um, I'm going to let you know that I am going to share some tips with you and what the difference is, and share what I like, and hopefully give you some insight on the topic of water tonight. And if you have any questions, feel free to pop your question below, because this is live. If I listen after the fact, or if I look at your comments after the fact, I will answer them after. But just so everybody knows who doesn't know me, my name is Kelly Joseph. I am a health coach, and I work with women who are looking to get their healthy revenge by eating well, exercising well, thinking well, relaxing well, and learning well. Learning well is so key to this. We all have to be in the driver's seat of our learning, because I always tell my coaches on the Healthy Revenge movement and my clients that I'm kind of like your mama coach. Like, I can tell you something and it's like I'm the mom. You'll hear it from me, but if you go out and actively find your answers, then you're going to take ownership more. And I'm the same way. Like, I got to do it myself. So totally understandable. But even I learn every day. And there's a great quote that goes something like, and I always forget it: when you're ripe, you're rotten. When you're green, you're, I always want to say golden, but when you're green, you are growing. That's the word, growing. When you're ripe, you're rotten. You're rotten. When you're green, you're growing. If I could say that nice and smooth, that would sound really good. But we are always all learning. There is no A plus B plus C equals D in the health world, okay? You're going to hear one realm, you're going to hear the other. You're going to hear this is great, you're going to hear this is not great. You're going to hear all this confusing crap. And that is why you have to be in charge of your own health, because one person's poison could be another's medicine. But when it comes down to it, like, literally, this is why I do what I do. It all comes down to eating clean and getting your primary foods in gear, which are not your actual real foods. It's your mindset. It's all of those other things, like relationships, career, all that along with it. It's like all the puzzle pieces together. And it's extremely hard to have everything perfect. And honestly, guys, you're never going to have it all perfect. And I'm rambling on here. But anyways, I digress. Let's go back to the water. I actually found an article, because I'm like, gee, I mean, like, I just drink water. Like, that's what I drank until recently, where I started to drink a little bit more of the fun waters, because I was kind of getting bored. But I'm going to actually quote from thekitchen.com, no E in that kitchen, and tell you exactly what I have found, because I did a bunch of research on this. And basically, these waters all have carbonation in them. And so that's what's adding the fizz. And I don't know, like, if you like fizz. Like, sometimes when I'm stressed, I used to jump right to Diet Pepsi. That was like my thing. When I was stressed or hungover, I used to go right to that. For some reason, the carbonation helped me. And then, of course, I do, like, I'm not afraid to admit, I love my Blue Moon beer. And I realized it's the carbonation that I loved. So when I am extremely strict and I am following my clean eating food plan to a T, I drink the carbonated in replacement of the beer. And it really does help. And I think it's the crack of the can that helps too. So try that out if you are a beer girl, or a male. But okay, so here we go. this is what I found. Seltzer water is a plain water with the added carbonated water. It's very clean tasting, and you can get a variety of flavors. So in my fridge right now, I have this Spindrift Seltzer, and this is from Trader Joe's. To go a little bit forward here, this brand I love. This is a cucumber one. I'm not honestly a huge fan of the cucumber. I like the raspberry one. I'm not a fan of they have a watermelon one too, but this one's really good, like if you wanted to add some lemon juice to it. But what I do and what I stress to my clients is focus on the ingredients. Are there any artificial flavors, colors, junk in there? Because we want to, limit that. So if I look at the ingredients, it's just sparkling water, fresh cucumber juice, and some natural flavors, which you kind of have to be careful when they say natural flavors too, but I'm not too stressed. There's zero fat, 4 calories, but I just want to make sure there's no like weird names in here or like things I don't know what it is. So I have to say I do like this the most when I do need something fizzy. And then when you go, okay, so that's your seltzer. I can't even keep them straight, guys. You're not expected to know all of this. Like, no one does. I mean, who has time to remember and keep all of this straight? So these were really good questions that I've been getting. I'm hoping I'm getting more questions like this. If you guys have a question like this, please let me know and I can do a video on it too. Because it keeps me fresh and going too, because I learn and read so much. You want to see a secret? That's all my reading. So I'm always learning and growing and becoming better at my craft. So club soda, like honestly, I never really got into club soda, but Jeff uses it like when he's making mixed drinks, but it's a mineral like water. It does have sodium bicarbonate, which kind of makes me go, It has sodium citrates, sulfates, phosphates in there. So kind of I'm like, okay, not as good as the other ones. Sparkling mineral water, that's going to be your natural well water. Sometimes it's bottled, may contain minerals and salts and sulfur compounds. So, okay, let's look at the ingredients. So I showed you my Trader Joe's brand. And you guys have probably heard of this, but this is the La Croix. Have any of you heard of this or want to share what you know about the La Croix? I have to say I do like the La Croix, and originally this is the first kind I have tried, but then I tried this one and I like it better. But I'd love to hear what you like better. But this one again is zero. This one actually has 0 calories, and it just says carbonated water with natural flavor. The kind of flavor I got this time was peach pear. I'm really not a fan of it, but you can always mix it up. And another great idea, here's a cocktail drink for you. Put like 4 ounces or however much you want of this in with 4 ounces of your favorite wine. I like Riesling if I were to drink a wine. I'm not a wine girl, but you could make like a seltzer wine type thing. If you're trying to stick to your plan, that's a great idea, and I think I will be switching over to that soon, because the Blue Moon is probably, well, I already know it's not the greatest with calories. So, also, just to touch on water, vitamin water, I'm trying to think of some other waters I've seen out there. You kind of, like, honestly, like, we all know the answer. Like, the answer, right? You know that, like, the real water is going to be your best option, obviously. We all internally know what's right. It's just kind of veering that way, but I totally understand. So, like I said, out of the 2 of these, I like the seltzer from Trader Joe's. But just honestly, what it comes down to is you just have to look at the ingredients and check and just make sure there's no like crap in there. That's really what it comes down to. I am going to run my most popular to date free hydration challenge not next week, but the week after. So feel free to drop your email below if you do want me to add you to that group, or if you know of anybody, I would love you to share it. That has been my most popular group known to date. I've done salad challenges, clean eating. I kind of listen to what my clients are asking for and then create a group. Or if I'm struggling with something and I create a group based on it, and I do struggle with water. I'm not going to lie. When you have two kids, like, I wish there were diapers for moms when you're out and about and you can't get to the bathroom. So, will do, Kristen. I totally get it with trying to not drink a lot of water when you're out and so forth, but water is huge, and I have a ton of like research I've done on water, and I mean, like, this is the best challenge like that, like, I have. Everybody just loves it because they all know that we all should be drinking more water. But so yeah, pop your email below, share this with anybody who may find this useful, and I hope I answered your questions. Do you have any other questions about water or the kinds of waters I have or anything? I would love to answer it while I'm on live. Thanks for popping on, guys. I'll wait a couple seconds. I think that's all I wanted to say. And a cheers to my Country Heat boot campers. I'm going to call them boot campers. They are rocking it. Our group is doing amazing so far. I'm so excited for this group. Yesterday was the deadline. But if you don't mind getting your things a little bit late, we can still add you if you're interested. It's so fun. It's so fun. But yes, as I get these questions, I will definitely make more videos and try to answer them. Because that's what I love to do. Okay, I don't see any questions. I hope you all have an awesome night and go out there and get your healthy revenge. All right? Come on, let's do it.